students. I am Subha. Welcome back to Geography online class. So, I hope you are all fine and safe at home. Due to COVID-19, our government has announced to close all the schools. So, now this online class was started. Already I have completed 9th grade Geography lesson 1 and 2. Revisions has completed, isn't it? Now, lesson 3, Atmosphere. Okay. So, please listen. Atmosphere. What do you know about this atmosphere? So, this atmosphere, in this atmosphere, which is the most important gas we need for the living organisms in order to live, which is a very, very important gas. That is, we all know oxygen, isn't it? Oxygen is most important for all living organisms. So, from where we are getting this oxygen? That is in the atmosphere. Okay, students. Now we can go to our lesson. See, atmosphere, this Earth is a unique planet where life is found. So, which is the unique planet? Earth. So, can you imagine life on the Earth without air? 1 minute, you imagine without air whether we can live or whether we can survive in this world. No, isn't it? So our Earth is surrounded by air, that is called the atmosphere. Okay. So what is called the atmosphere? The blanket of air that surrounds the Earth is called the atmosphere. So what is called atmosphere? This is the blanket of air that surrounds the Earth is called the atmosphere. Next one is so mostly in this lesson atmosphere 3.1, 3.2 and 3.3 only we have. Remaining portions are removed. Okay. First, composition of atmosphere, structure of atmosphere, and the factors of weather and climate. About these only we are going to revise. Okay, already I have taught about this lesson. Okay. Once again I am revising this composition of atmosphere. So what you can see in this atmosphere? Atmosphere is a mixture of gases. Not only gas, water vapor and dust particles. Okay, our atmosphere is air, gas, water vapor and dust particles in different proportions. Each and every they have separate percentage. So we can see here nitrogen and oxygen are the permanent gas in the atmosphere. So sometimes they may ask one word question also. Which is the permanent gas in atmosphere? So please note it. Which are the permanent gas of the atmosphere? Nitrogen and oxygen. So how much percentage of nitrogen we have means 78% and oxygen 21%. Okay, students. Next. So 78 plus 21, how much do you know? 99%, isn't it? So remaining, how many percentage are there? Only 1% is have. They are occupied by argon, carbon dioxide, neon, helium, ozone and hydrogen. Apart from that, krypton, xenon, methane are also present, and also water vapor and some dust particle, salt particle, pollen grain, smoke, so volcanic ashes, etc. Like that, many compounds are present in this atmosphere. Okay. So, which is the most important gas present in the atmosphere? Nitrogen and oxygen. So we all know without oxygen we can't live in the world, isn't it? So all the living organisms need oxygen. So what this all the we are taking in oxygen and leaving carbon dioxide. Okay, see this carbon dioxide CO2 absorbs heat and keeps the atmosphere warm by insulation and radiation. Okay, oxygen is the most important for living organisms. At the same time, carbon dioxide absorbs heat and keeps the atmosphere warm. How it keeps the atmosphere warm? By insulation and radiation. Okay, students. Next, nitrogen acts as a dilute and is chemically inactive. Ozone, also in the atmosphere, we have the ozone layer also. What is the use of this ozone layer, you know? Yes, it is used to protect the earth from harmful ultraviolet radiations. So, ozone also very, very important for our earth. So, it protects the earth from harmful ultraviolet radiation. Okay. So, next one important thing, in 1772, do you know who has discovered this nitrogen in atmosphere? Yes, very good. That is Daniel Rutherford. Okay. So, sometimes they may ask one word question. Who has discovered nitrogen in atmosphere in 1772? That is C.E. Daniel Rutherford. Okay. So, keep it in mind. In 1772, C. Daniel Rutherford discovered nitrogen in atmosphere. And also, do you know who has discovered oxygen? Yes, that is Joseph Priestley. So, when did Joseph Priestley discovered oxygen in atmosphere? That is in 1774. Okay, very good. Next, we are going to learn about the structure of atmosphere. Structure of atmosphere. What do you know about this structure? Structure means what? That is, in Tamil we will say adukku. Okay. So, how many structure of atmosphere do you know? They have 5 structures of atmosphere. About this only we are going to learn today. Okay. Do you know the structure of the atmosphere? Structure means what? Adukku. The atmosphere is thick near the Earth's surface and thin out until it eventually merges with space. The 5 atmospheric layers are Troposphere, Stratosphere, Mesosphere, Thermosphere and Exosphere. Okay, can you see in this picture? Okay, beautiful picture is in the Earth atmosphere. There are 5 atmospheric layers. Which are the 5 atmospheric layers, students? They are the Troposphere, Stratosphere, Mesosphere, Thermosphere and Exosphere. Okay. Now, one by one we can learn. What do you mean by this Troposphere? In Tamil we may see it is the Keeladukku. It is near the surface of the earth, isn't it? That is the Troposphere. It is the lowest layer of the atmosphere is the Troposphere. Troposphere means what? It is the lowest layer. So, sometimes they may ask one word also, which is the lowest layer of the atmosphere? That is Troposphere. Okay. Do you know what the Greek word tropos? Tropos means turn or change. Okay, tropos means what? Turn or change. How much kilometer this layer extent means? From 8 kilometer to the poles and up to 18 kilometer to the equator. So, towards the poles 8 kilometer and towards the equator 18 kilometers. It has extended. Okay. So, in this troposphere, the temperature decreases with increasing height. Okay. In this troposphere, temperature will decrease with increasing height. Almost all weather phenomena take place in this layer. Okay, so it is called as weather making layer. This is very, very important question. Which sphere is considered as a weather making layer? Can you say? Yes, very good. That is troposphere. So troposphere is also called as weather making layer. The upper portion of this troposphere is called as tropopause. Okay, student, did you understand about this troposphere? It is the lowest layer and it extends up to 8 km to 18 km at the equator, and its temperature decreases with increasing height. And also, it is also, what is the another name for this troposphere, student? Yes, very good. That is the weather making layer. Okay. Why it is considered as a weather making layer means almost all weather phenomena take place in this layer only. So it was called as weather making layer. Okay. Next, the upper portion, upper limit of the troposphere is called as tropopause. Okay. I am thinking so you have understood. Next layer is which one? That is the stratosphere. Very good. Okay. Second one is the stratosphere. What do you know about this stratosphere? Stratosphere is also called as ozonosphere. Okay. What is the another name for stratosphere, student? It is called as ozonosphere. So, this stratosphere lies above the troposphere. How much height it has extended means 50 km above the Earth's surface. So, in this layer only, more ozone molecules are contained. So, it is called as ozonosphere. So, the temperature increases with increase in height in this layer. Mostly, jet planes fly in this stratosphere. Okay, the upper limit of the stratosphere is called stratopause. Okay, once again I am saying this stratosphere is also called as ozonosphere. Why it is considered as ozonosphere, do you know? Because in this layer only ozone molecules contain. Okay, so it is considered as ozonosphere. So sometimes they may ask one word question also. Which sphere was considered as ozonosphere? That is the stratosphere. Why it was considered as ozonosphere means because in this layer only ozone molecules has contained. Okay, and also sometimes they may ask question in which sphere jet plane can fly? That is the stratosphere. Okay, very good. Next one. Next third layer. Do you know? That is the Mesosphere. Very good. Mesosphere extends between 50 km and 80 km. In this, the temperature decreases with increasing height. And also, do you know, in this layer only the waves are transmitted. Wave means radio waves. From Earth, they are reflected back to Earth from this layer only. Most of the meteoroids nearing the Earth get burned here. The uppermost limit of the mesosphere is the mesosphere. So, what do you know about this mesosphere? It is here only the radio waves and all, they will be transmitted. From Earth, they are reflected back to Earth from this layer. Okay, in this layer only, meteoroids. What is the meaning of meteoroids? Karkal. Okay, it will be get burnt in this layer. Okay, that is the mesosphere. So how much height it was extend means 50 km and 80 km. And then what was the temperature? Decrease with increasing height, like same as the troposphere. Okay. So, here radio waves are transmitted from here or reflected back to Earth from this layer only. Next, most of the meteoroids nearing the Earth get burnt here. In this layer only, it will be burnt. Next, already 3 spheres over. Next one, 4th sphere, that is the thermosphere. Okay, what do you know about this thermosphere, students? Thermosphere. Thermospheres exist above the mesosphere. Okay. So, the composition of the gas in the lower thermosphere is more or less uniform. Hence, it is called homosphere. In this thermosphere, what happened means the gases form mostly in a uniform state. So, it is called as homosphere. So, there is another one question also. Which layer is also called as homosphere? That is the thermosphere. Here, the upper portion of the thermosphere has uneven composition of gas and hence it is referred as heterosphere. Okay. So, the uppermost layer of this thermosphere, the gas are uneven. They are not distributed in a uniform manner. The lower portion only uniform, so it is called as homosphere. The upper portion is uneven and it is called as heterosphere. Here, the temperature increases with increasing height. Ionosphere is a layer of the thermosphere that contains ions and free electrons. So, in this layer, this thermosphere layer, what contains means ionosphere. Okay, so it contains ions and free electrons also. Okay, students, thermosphere means what? It was where it was existed. It is above the mesosphere, mostly 600 kilometers. Next. Here the upper portion of the lower thermosphere is more or less uniform. The gas will be uniform. So, it is called as homosphere. At the same time, upper portion of the thermosphere, the gases are uneven, unevenly distributed. So, it is referred to as heterosphere. Uniform homosphere, a different heterosphere. Okay. So, here the temperature increases with increasing height. Ionosphere is a layer of the thermosphere that contains ions and free electrons. So, in this layer only ions and free electrons are contained. Next, last layer is the exosphere. Exosphere. Last layer is the exosphere. Exo means we know outside, isn't it? It is the uppermost layer of the atmosphere is called exosphere. This layer is extremely rarefied and gases and gradually merges with the outer space. So, what happened means in this exosphere, it is slowly merged with the outer space. This zone is characterized by Aurora Australis and Aurora Borealis. Okay, auroras are cosmic glowing light produced by a stream of electrons discharged from the sun's surface. How it was discharged, due to magnetic storms and are seen as unique multicolored fireworks hanging in the polar sky during midnight. Sometimes you can see from the sky many different colors like firework was hanging. That is the work done by this auroras or cosmic glowing light produced by a stream of electrons discharged from the sun's surface. From the sun's rays only it was getting. So, okay. Thank you, students.